everyone, welcome to Pinsane on Sunday the 9th of June.
Oh my gosh, it's June already.
June already.
Yay! Summer is nearly here.
I think summer's been and gone.
It's kind of here in London. It wasn't in Wales, was it?
It wasn't
or
in
Scotland.
Definitely wasn't in Scotland when we were in Scotland.
But it is in London.
But it is in London.
Yay! We have been away for a couple of weeks, so sorry we've been so quiet. But we've been doing some really exciting things and then other really horrible things, haven't we?
Richard Burton has got this beamed on his big TV.
Oh!
Which is impressive.
Large screen. So, where have we been? What have we been doing? We've been working loads, haven't we?
We have.
Because we've got some trips coming up. So, all good things though. All nice jobs. And we've also been on... Ooh, let's see. So, we have been doing... we're working lots. And we have been on a really amazing trip to Scotland. We went on a... we went with family and friends we hired this gorgeous 4-bedroom boat, and we went down the Caledonian Canal and drove on the Loch Ness, and our cousins Minor and Graham have this amazing boat that they own at home in Wales, so they're like proper sailors, aren't they, Phil? So they looked after us and we had the best time, and we were in Scotland for about 5 days having a great time, and then we had a phone call from my mum saying that our lovely doggy was really unwell, and you know how much we love Marie, so we it was like she was properly unwell, so we came straight home, which took about 20 hours to get from the absolute top of Scotland all the way down to Wales, but she's doing a little better, and we weren't really sure that she was going to be there when we got back, so that was a good thing. So we've been focused on other things over the last week. That's why we've been so quiet. But we're back now, and we've got some exciting trips coming up. We are heading to Disneyland Paris on Friday. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we are. We've got Georgie can't hear, but then yes, she's not supposed to. So
no, poor Georgie. But I'm not supposed to. You're funny. Hark. Who said hark? Is that Ali? Is that what she says? What did she say? Hark, now I hear.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, and we give her a big hug. She's
fast asleep.
Fast asleep, and she's just much slower, isn't she? Bless her.
She was always reasonably slow.
Yeah, she's never been like a really active dog. She's really lazy. No. She's always been she's a madam, isn't she? So
today we've been upgraded to both tea and bourbon biscuits.
Oh, so, are you going to have a biscuit?
So I'm going to have a biscuit.
So,
you carry on.
While we've been away, we've had loads and loads of pin mail. So if you've sent me or Phil pin mail and we haven't sent a message saying, thank you so much for the pin mail, it's because we haven't opened it yet. We were in danger of some of it being sent back, weren't we? That after going on holiday and being in work and then going on holiday and then not being here again this week, we were really close. We were panicking that it was all going to be sent back. So, to
Susan
the original
is going to drink tea and eat biscuits with us. I think that's very sensible.
But we've picked some packages to open now, and I'm excited. Should we start opening some packages? And then we'll talk about...
So this is a package for us?
Well, actually, it's a package for me, and I already think I know what it is. But it's not pins, because I've had a little feel. So I've been really cheeky and found that one of our lovely members on our page, her name is Natasha. She has a secret talent, and I've mentioned this before. She makes ears, but like properly. I know that sounds really horrible, but there are lots of people out there making ears, and some I've ordered in the past, and they're not quite fitted properly, or they've just fallen apart. So, but these look absolutely amazing, and I think that's what's in this package. So I'm going to open them. This is exciting. So I haven't opened... Look, I've opened the package to save time, but I've not opened the actual... It might not be ears, actually. No, it is from Natasha, so I think I've seen the back mark. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Look at these little sparkly things. Okay.
You have to read it out
I'm
loud.
going to read it out loud.
No one else can see it.
It says, Dear Laura Beth, I just wanted to say thank you so much for accepting these Mary Poppins ears and supporting my new venture, Pretty Little Ears. So that's what Natasha's company is called. Not Pin Company, Ears Company. It's called Pretty Little Ears, which is clever. I'm obsessed with mouse ears and I cannot wait to spread my love of them. I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoyed making them. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's so sweet. Now, I cannot wait. I can already see them through the package. And I've seen a picture of them. And they were to die for. Oh, my God. Beautifully wrapped. Ah! Yay! Oh, my God. Oh my God, look, oh my God, they're two different shades, look at that. Oh, they're amazing.
So on one side there's...
Oh my God.
Ooh, and on the inside there's...
They're actually amazing. So, look at these. So one side they're sort of black with the gorgeous Mary Poppins on. And they've got these beautiful beads going all the way around them. And then, if I wanted to, I could turn them around and they would be pink. And the beads are on the front and the back. Oh my gosh. Which side do I go for now? They look nicely made. Yeah, they are. They are. I have had pairs in the past. And they've been...
Georgie said, can you have a close-up? We can have a close-up.
Yeah, you can have a close-up, but I'm going to put them on. I can't wait. And next weekend, when I go to Disneyland Paris, I will be rocking the ears. Ooh! Bill has his little camera. Ready there?
Yeah, so...
turn them over, show them the dark.
I'm not sure it's possibly too close. There's the one side.
Look at those. Oh, they're beautiful. So that's two ears in one, really, isn't it? I will be wearing those on Saturday. 100%. On Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I like them so much I might even wear them to work tomorrow. I'd actually get away with it, I think. Oh, they're gorgeous.
Oh, that was a very extreme close-up. There you are.
Are you ready?
You can put them on.
Oh my God, look at these.
I can't help but notice that I don't have a pair.
Aren't they fab?
Yes.
Oh, they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, and then I've got to put the bow properly, haven't I? Wait for it.
Very nice.
Are you jealous?
Now then you just fit.
In the camera?
Mm.
And the shrink of it. Aren't they fab? They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I will be messaging you, Natasha, because I want more. They're absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. And they don't feel like I have anything on my head. Me and my mum made some a couple of years ago to go on a trip, on a girls' trip. And we had them on about 10 minutes. Oh my God, they didn't look like this.
No.
Had them on about 10 minutes. And it literally, I thought that my skull was going to explode. They pinched like crazy.
Yes.
Mm. P.S. If they were rubbish, I wouldn't be bigging them up because you'd be coming back at me saying, why did you tell me afterward those rubbish ears? They're terrible. No, these are gorgeous. So thank you so much. Shall we go back to some lovely pin mail?
I think Natasha's going to tell everyone what her Instagram link is.
Oh yeah, do.
Is it Pretty Little Ears?
Pretty Little Ears is the Facebook page that I found.
Yeah.
But Natasha, share away, and also we will share it on the page after this program. Pretty Little Ears 3 on Instagram. Okay. Amazing. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes.
We're going on a big we're going next year. We're going to Florida with all our friends, aren't we? So, what are they, Phil?
Well, there's another pair of ears here lying about.
So you want to put them on?
I'm going to put these on so I don't feel left out.
You feeling great there?
They're great.
But I've got to say,
they are heavy.
They fall back. These don't.
Yeah.
These sit beautifully on my head, don't they?
Yeah. So, shall we?
What accents do you have? We are Welsh, Georgie. Oh, hi Denise. But interestingly, in London, we've been living in London about 14 years, haven't we? And everybody, Phil, you look absolutely brilliant. But
this is quite hard work, actually,
keeping them on.
I should have gone to finishing school.
We are Welsh, but we've been living in London about 14 years. And when we are in London, everybody's like, oh my God, you're so Welsh. And then when we go home to Wales, my mum's always like, can you speak properly, please? Can you speak properly? Meaning, can you speak with Welsh accents? She's cheeky. She's being very cheeky. To everybody who's not Welsh, she's very cheeky.
Would you like to open another one?
Yes, I would. I've pre-opened it, but I haven't opened it properly. Ooh, these are from Mark Cameron. So I think these are a pickup. So that means that when Mark has been to Florida recently, hasn't he?
He has.
And what was it? What did you think?
14 years. How old are you guys?
Oh my God, we're like, well, it makes me 17 because I was 3 when I moved here, Emma. Yeah, 17. And how old do you feel? You were 5, weren't you?
That would make me 5, I think. Yes.
So, oh my God, have we really been here 14 years?
Yes, because we moved 2 months after Marie was born, and Marie was 14 this week.
Yeah, she was. So 14 years ago I started university here, and Phil you'd finished, hadn't you? You started working already. Yeah, so that was cool. Yeah.
Someone asked a comment a couple of weeks ago, which made me think they were out by quite a long time as to how old we were.
We do have a funny story about when we went to Epcot, don't we? About the girls at Epcot. Phil, I'll send you a special bit of Star Wars here.
Well, I'll take you off then.
We have a really funny story about when we were in Epcot, and Denise, you were there that day actually. We were at the Epcot pin trading event the year before last, and it was a group of girls, and they were really young, weren't they? It was so sweet, and they how old did they think I was? I really don't look that young, but they did think I was their age, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I had to say to their mum was like, I'm so sorry that they just assumed that you were like part, and I was like, no, I'm actually thrilled.
Didn't you also get sent to the children's?
Yeah, and then I went on the Disney cruise the same year, and I went with my mum and girly friends, and we were sitting by the adult pool, and I was just about to get in the water, so I was like walking from the area where my mum and friends are sat, and I was walking to the pool, and one of the what were they called? I don't know. The youth leaders came over and was like, "Hi there, are you okay? Is there anything I can do to help you? Who are you here with today?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm here with my mum and friends, and we're having a really good time." And she was like, "Oh, we have a really good teen deck. Would you like me to show you where it is? If you tell your mom where you're going, I can show you both." And I was like, well, I'm not really sure it's a good idea. And she
probably
was
a law against that kind of thing.
She was like, she was panicking that I was going to get her into trouble, but I actually was thrilled. Teen camp, yes. Right. The next question I asked was, what goes on in the teen camp? Is it fun? Do you think I'd enjoy it? Because, I mean, it might be amazing. I might actually want to go to teen camp. These are from Mark. Oh my gosh.
These
reusable bags.
So this is an Animal Kingdom.
So
featuring the Tree of Life.
I'm sure you all know this, but Disney is scrapping plastic single-use bags. I think you had to buy these, though, right?
Heading towards the 21st century. I guess
I don't think they're very expensive. That Mark has sent us that, Phil, for free.
So on the back we have a mouse. We have a rhino.
Okay, now it makes sense. So Alan,
why is it called a white rhino even though it's grey?
I don't know. Tell me why.
Well, you have to go on Kilimanjaro safaris.
Should I know this? Do they tell you on Kilimanjaro safaris?
Yes.
Tell me.
This is from the Afrikaans word, which means wide because it has a wide mouth.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
They do tell you it on the safari.
So, my friend Alan just messaged me, and he said that he was collecting all the different bags. Now I know what he means. I was a bit like, bags. Now I know. Thank you so much, Mark. Should we look at the pins? Hi, Tui.
That's nice as well. So, just looking through everyone who has declared their age, I'm older than all of you by quite a lot.
is that little Joe? Did she put it down a little bit, Phil? Who's that there? Who's that? Oh, hi from little Joe and Saren. Hi, Saren.
Yes, they are.
So
that's our bag.
And still get a child's bus ticket. Legend. So these are from our really lovely friend Mark, and I can't even remember the first time we met Mark. A very long time ago, wasn't it?
Yes, probably.
He's been to our house, hasn't he?
He has.
For fun, pin fun, for a very long time ago. But he's a really lovely pin friend. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, oh, I know what these are. Okay, so I think these were from the event in Florida, the pin trading night in Florida. But this super cute. Oh, look at this. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Yeah, it's from the pin trading night. Have a look.
Well,
should I take it off? You do it.
You take it off.
And I'll do the next one.
While you're unwrapping that one. I will deal with this in our...
Oh, there we go. Oh, look how gorgeous she is. It's the Little Mermaid.
That's Little Mermaid with... there's the ship and various other...
I can't see those comments still on there. I've got... What is it called? FOMO, fear of missing out. Hi, Tui. Oh, it is beautiful. And then I think I know someone who's going to love this. So, have a look at this one. It's a gorgeous Lady and the Tramp pin. Isn't that gorgeous?
So that's Lady and the Tramp,
yeah.
Featuring Lady and the Tramp on it, and so they've all got that little pin trading night's purple logo,
That's
which
really
is
cute.
Which is kind of a strange sort of eye job, isn't it? That's a bit.
It's the moon. Is it the moon? Oh yeah, because it's the night. They pin trading nights. It's supposed to be a moon.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
try it. So I know someone's going to want
that
that pin desperately.
She's not going to get it.
My mum's going to want it. My mum. Yeah. My mum is going to love that Lady and the Tramp pin. It's gorgeous. I love the purple sky. I know they're beautiful pins, aren't they? They're like pin on pin. So the little bit. Oh, I think it's the moon. Yes, I think so too. It's like pin on pin. So the bit where it says pin trading.
Oh, I see now. It's the moon and crescent. Look, that bit is the grey bit is the moon.
Yes.
It's the same as the thing there.
Well, that's cute, isn't it?
Yes.
So thank you so much, Mark. They are really, really cool. Thank you so much. Shall we open another one?
Yes. So this is from Gina.
So this is a
trade
then.
A trade from our board.
Gina. I don't know whether Gina's watching. So this was the last time we had our pin program. We did a pin trading board, and we'll do that next time. Won't we? We just haven't had time to sort it out this week. I'd like to change the pins up. We've got hundreds of open edition pins, so it'd be nice for you to see some different ones on that board next time. Okay. I've no idea what this is because it is a blind trade. So the only rules with the pin trading board were that we didn't want hidden Mickeys, and people ask all the time about hidden Mickeys, and it's just really hard.
I think I'll be in charge of this.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to like make sure that they're.
Be sure of the authenticity of them because there
really
are so
tough.
many.
And also it's really hard to actually tell. So even people with the best intentions sometimes go, oh my god.
So, I haven't looked at it.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You guys can look at it first.
They can't see it.
Oh, where do I point it?
I have to put it in the thing.
Oh.
Ooh, so I think this would be
60th anniversary pin.
This would be from the Disney parks. This is from California. So, as that is the only park which has yet had its
60th
anniversary.
That's
we were there for the 60th.
Oh, we were there, weren't we? That's a really cool pin, Gina. Thank you so much. We find that Cars pins, especially in California, are so popular, don't we?
Well, that's because there's a Cars Land.
I know, and Cars Land in California it's incredible, isn't it?
It is.
It's incredible.
And who is it on that pin? Number 95?
Lightning McQueen.
Correct.
So before we went to California a couple of years ago, everybody was like, you have to watch like Cars because there's Cars Land, and we hadn't seen Cars. So we put it on, didn't we? Like one day on a Sunday while we were pottering around, and we stopped doing whatever jobs we were doing because we absolutely loved the movie, didn't we? It's a really cool film. So if you've not seen Cars, put it on. What's that? Is that a trade?
This is a trade. This is from Tansy Duffin.
So did we trade with Tansy or did we buy a pin from her? On the board? Possibly. Don't know. We'll know when we open it. Because if I've seen it before...
There's a note. The note will tell us.
Note.
It's on fluffy paper.
Oh,
it's
you
a
lucky.
trade.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much for the stitch pin. It's so lovely. From many thanks, Tansy. Ooh, let's see. Ooh! You like this one. Look. That's really cool, isn't it? So I think they still sell those in the parks now. It's a really cool pin.
I'll put this pin.
And Marvel is becoming more and more and more popular all the time.
Whilst everyone looks at the pin, Laura Beth will give us a brief rundown on the character.
So the character is a fantastic Marvel character.
And the character's name is...
His name is... Tansy says it was a trade from the board.
So I believe his name is Redface.
Redface. Is his name Redface? No, Tansy, tell us who this is. We absolutely love it. And it's really cool because we... Oh, Red Skull. You were close. You were so close. Because we don't really have many Marvel pins.
And I believe he does magic from his foot.
No, he doesn't.
he could do. You wouldn't know.
That's a rubbish idea, Philip. I doubt that he does magic from his foot.
No, he does, look. It's this foot here, which is why this one's up in the air.
Yeah, I think
we
need...
That's his
hi,
knee.
Moz! Oh, hi! We don't know. You'd have to tell us. I think we're going to have to watch the movies. To, like, knuckle down and watch the movies. Okay, so we have another package. Or should we do that one next?
You want to do this one?
So this one...
Comes with the dreaded purple sticker.
The dreaded sticker. So we saw that someone in America was looking for a pin we had. So we, I think that was right. Did they have a pin? Did we have a pin they had?
We had a pin they wanted. Yeah.
And they had really cool pins as well. So we agreed to trade, of course. And then the dreaded import duty. So the pins were worth about, one was 60, one was 40, one was 40. And we had to pay, and then we paid for postage on top, which is about, is it about £8 to America? £9? £9 maybe? Like and then I had to pay £29.46 in bloody import tax, which is annoying. But the only other option is putting the pins as not worth what they really are worth, which is also what did you say it was earlier on?
Well, I certify that the particulars given in this customs declaration are correct. So the person who sends it has to declare what they think they're worth.
So, and they are worth that because they're selling for that, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they did the right thing by declaring them, I guess, as the what was it? $160.
140.
How much?
140.
140. So, yeah. But anyway, should we open them and see what they are? I kind of got them ready. Oh, kind of all falling out there. Ah, so this was one of them. This is a gorgeous little pin here. It's stitched with ducklings. Now, for anybody who collects Stitch with ducklings are like gold dust, aren't they? If you've got Stitch with a duck dressed as a duck holding a duck, selling a duck.
This is a Disney Auctions pin.
Which is absolutely gorgeous.
And there it is. So, Tony saying this, so it's better not to put in
well. It's really hard. I think
it would probably be better to put in the original
purchase price, because also you can argue as well that if they did go missing, like if I sent pins and they didn't arrive, we always send pins tracked, don't we?
Yeah.
Hi Mark, we just opened your pins, thank you so much. If I send pins, I'll always send them tracked, especially if they're going overseas. And then if they don't arrive, if it's a trade, I'll either say, would you like me to send your pins back, or would you like me to pay for pins, or would you like to pick new pins? But if you're trying to claim money for those pins, like surely they'll want to see the original. I don't know.
Well, when we had pins that got
we did have pins from Denise
damaged.
that went.
No.
Oh, we had pins that went missing once, didn't we?
Pins that went missing when we claimed, we only got back the original
purchase price. Yeah. And I remember our lovely friend Denise, this was years ago, picked us up a load of really cool pins at cost, didn't she? Yeah. But it was like $200 worth. And they went missing. And Denise had all like the tracking and everything, and she was mortified. And this was about 6 years ago. She was mortified, but she was brilliant and just... Orlando! You're in Hollywood Studios. We are very jealous. We love our bag, by the way. It's really cool. But I think you've just got to...
Should we show them the second pin?
Yeah, let's show them on the second pin. It's a really hard question, what to put it down as. I think if you trust the person you're sending pins to, or receiving pins from, I would put the original value in. Would you? And then this is
it's not as much of a problem going the other way, because America doesn't really have customs fees going in. So it's a...
But for us, it's a nightmare.
So that is... Charlotte. And she's from Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
Is she the princess or the frog?
she's the... Tiana's mother works for this rich guy, and
I know
the story. And then it's a really cute pin. It's a cutie. We had a few of those cuties, didn't we? At one point, we had Ariel, and now that's worth a fortune. We traded that away frivolously. Now it's worth loads of money. Never mind. And then we have this. Now we actually have ended up with 2 of those, haven't we?
I think that is correct.
I think it's worth about $60.
So this is from the Aristocats, and featuring a number of Aristocats and a mouse.
Rockfort.
Let's pick a new one.
The cutie pin, it's Charlotte from Princess and the Frog. That's a really cute pin. What's interesting about these, that block pin, we traded that with somebody. She wanted something we had, and that was one of the only limited edition pins she had, I think. But she had some really good pins off us, didn't she, for that? So that now is a doubler, I think, because we've already got that. I think off Moll's, maybe. No, we didn't, not off Molly. We had cats off Molly, someone else, but someone lovely.
So we have one more.
Oh.
From KJ Hall.
What does that say? Someone is going to Barbados. Who's going to Barbados?
Olivia.
Oh. Yes, Olivia, have fun in Barbados. Oh, well, she's doing really well. And she's fast asleep on the sofa behind me. If you take the total value of the pins that you can't claim back and subtract whatever customs you charge for declaring the market value rather than...
No, that's true. You probably end... the amount you spend in custom charges every time,
Yeah.
you're probably better off taking the hit.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So we have
Hi, Gareth. So.
one more pack here.
Oh, what is that?
This comes with a. This has a. Oh!
Oh!
Ooh, it has a button.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh, who's this from?
I know who this is now because of what's in the note. To Laura Beth and Phil, thank you so much for the trade. I picked one from my own collection for you. Just want to also say you're doing amazing with Pinsane pins. Love watching all the video updates. Well, thank you very much. And I'll tell you, I won't say who it is yet. So I'll just read the PS and then you can say who it is.
Okay, go on.
PS, Laura Beth, wear those cookie ears.
Oh, now I know. He's not watching, is he, tonight?
I don't think so. No, so you've already got a pair of ears on.
Yeah, not tonight. I've got them rocking knees. Yay!
So it's Kai.
Kai. Oh, thank you so much, Kai. So, let's see. And Kai's also zapped us a really cute pin there.
I will just
Ooh!
I'll get that
What
ready.
is this?
Put the button on the thing.
Ooh!
Oh, that's a mystery set.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's Woody. That's really cool. Very cool indeed. Thank you so much, Kai. That's a really cool pin. And Toy Story 4's coming out, isn't it? So that might be a good one for us to stick on our lanyards.
Right, so there they are. So there's that. That's Surprise Mickey button. I don't know.
They were from the Cupcake Girls, Kai?
Just, I don't know. She doesn't look like a cupcake.
Surprise Mickey, yeah, but was she from it's Tomorrowland, right?
That would be Tomorrowland. Yes.
Who is that, guys? Who is this person? Tell us everything. Who is this person? No idea, but we love it. People love badges, don't they, all of a sudden? People are going crazy for badges. The Kingpin's badges.
Yes,
amazing.
There are lots of Kingpin's badges and they're hard to get.
They're really hard to get. Although we've got Kingpin badges. Only one. Don't we? Do we? Kingpin's badges?
We have PSA badges.
Yeah, I thought we had Kingpin's badges. We traded with, was it not Brett? Somebody from Kingpin's. And they sent us a badge. I'm going to find it and wear it next time. Oh, what does it say about the event in Paris? Yeah, from the... Oh,
Mickey's birthday event.
Birthday event in Paris. Oh, that's really cool. Top of Orbitron. Yeah, it does, Emma. Let us look at the top of Orbitron. So, shall we talk about next week?
Yes.
So, next week is it's like a little British trip, isn't it? So, over the last, I would say the last 2 years, because before that, we didn't really know many British people, did we, that did lots of pin trading?
No, Stuart was always
Stuart Henderson has been around for us from the beginning, and
Elaine
and Lorraine. But apart from, and Tina, I didn't meet Tina, we just spoke to her online. But apart from that, we never really seemed to meet any British people.
The first time we went, we saw Ashley Jefferson.
Ashley was our first pin friend, and Stuart.
And Jack and Jack's wife.
Yeah. Now wife. Not before, but now. Ashley, we met, and Ashley Jefferson is a lovely pin trader and friend. But we never really seemed to meet any...
Catherine.
That's Jack's wife, Catherine. Yes. Hi, Jamie. So we didn't really meet any British people, in America or the UK, apart from that handful, and now there's lots of us. So next week, for example, people have been amazing. I know that Stuart and Jamie have already organised that we all sit together when we go to the pin trading event. And the last one we went to, the pin trading day, and the last one we went to, we had a little Britain area, didn't we? As people sort of turned up.
But it kept getting bigger and bigger.
It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we just totally rearranged the tables and had our own little continent.
Yeah.
One side of the room, and it was brilliant because everybody had a great day, didn't they?
It makes things easier because you can, if you're sitting next to someone you know, then they can watch your pins.
Yeah,
and
you can go and trade, and it's always really handy to have someone you trust. Because, for example, really annoyingly, this time last year I had my lanyard stolen, didn't I?
You did.
With all my Marie pins on, gorgeous Marie pins. So that's a bit annoying. So if anybody sees a handmade, gorgeous lace lanyard
with fantasy Marie pins.
With fantasy Marie pins. It belongs to me. So I'm really afraid that I'm going to see it at the event on the weekend, because it was at the event last year. I think it went missing. Can you imagine if I saw it? Oh, God help them. There'd be a riot. So anyway, moving back to happy thoughts.
So just by way of reminder, that this is what's coming up this week, the up event. So
yeah,
put that little flyer up in the corner of the screen there.
Hi Cindy. So the up event is on Saturday, and it's a ticketed event. And the tickets for it, buying tickets was a bit of a shambles this year, because some people could buy tickets, and then some people were really having problems.
And the website didn't launch properly.
Yeah, so straight away I called, didn't I? And then I put a message to a few other people going, you need to call. And then we had French traders calling and messaging going, help, we can't get tickets. And then so we phoned back, and by that point, by the time we got through, then they'd got tickets on the online themselves. So luckily, but that's something that we're finding more and more. Like today, for example, I know that there were a few people looking for those things, and people seem to be like communicating and helping people out, don't they, which is really good. And then if a trade doesn't work out, then that's always, that's okay as well, but it's nice when people like are trying, isn't it?
Yes. That's
always really nice. So that event is next week. It's a ticketed event, and you could either Carly. So Jamie and Carly, I guess you're not in the same room, you're making us laugh. So Jamie and Carly are married, but I don't think they're in the same room. What music?
Is it? It might be from.
Are we playing music?
Yeah, we might be. We might be playing the music from.
Sorry, guys.
Wreck-It Ralph, I Can See You Again.
What, over and over and over for the last 40 minutes?
No, only for the last 50 minutes.
I mean, the song from Wreck-It Ralph is a very good song, but there we go. Sat right next to Jamie. So the event for next week, you could either buy the pins in advance. So I'm assuming when you go in through the door, they're going to hand you like your package where you're sitting, your vouchers, and the pins. Or you can buy them, you can line up and buy them.
Yes.
So the benefit of obviously buying them in advance is that you haven't got to line up, and I mean, you do queue for a little while, don't you?
You do.
And there's so many other nice things going on. For example, the amazing buffet, breakfast/lunch mixture,
yes.
Like the bacon and eggs with rice. Trading boards. They're always super fun, aren't they?
They always have big lines.
They always have really big lines. And then what else goes on? Will they do the refresh pins next week? Will there be a refresh cocktail pin?
There won't be a refresh.
Did they sell cocktails though?
No.
Last year? Are you sure?
Yes, you're thinking about some of the night events, which are also held in the same place in that room. Because when they're held in New York, then it's in the convention centre, but it won't be in the convention centre because New York is closed for refurbishment. So it has to be in Newport Bay.
So where is the event next year, week?
Newport Bay.
Newport Bay. Phil, where is the event next week?
Newport Bay.
I'm only asking Phil twice where the event is because 1 year, was it last year or the year before?
It was last time we went.
Last time we went, we got there really early, like an hour early, and
it's a good job.
We struggled parking. So, and when I say we got there an hour early, we'd already spent 40 minutes looking for a car parking space. So we were an hour and 40 minutes early. Spent 40 minutes looking for a car parking space. The security came out to help us carry our bags in because they were like, oh my God, these poor people have been driving round and round. We had 6 large pin boxes, and I mean like the big plastic ones full of pins. And this poor guy got this massive trolley. We filled the trolley up, got all our snacks for the day out, got all our stuff out, locked the car, and we pushed it all the way into the convention centre. And he was like, oh, so why are you here? And we were like, for the pin event? And he was like, oh. And I was like, it's very quiet here. And he was like, oh, yes, the pin event today is at Hotel New York. And we were like, what? An hour.
Well, it was a funny story.
An hour.
What else would you have done for that hour?
I don't know. Stood in line, ready to buy pins, maybe.
Well, it was a bit of a scrum then when we got there, because then you have to queue up.
It was, but we're going to go to the right place, aren't we?
We are. We are going to go to the right place. Our comments have packed in, but we'll
can't hear the comments.
We'll
see the
catch those
comments.
up in a minute.
So we've got tickets to the app event. So what's going to happen at the app event? Oh, we have a sponsor, don't we? For the app event this year.
We do.
So that means that you have to buy your tickets in advance, and then on the day you can decide what pins you want to buy. But this year my mum was like, oh, I'm free that weekend, can I come? And she is not into pins really, although she does have quite the collection. So she said, oh, I'll come, but I don't want any of the pins. So what we did was we put on our page, our Pinsane page, that we have a spare sort of place at the event. So my mum's ticket is being paid for by one of our American pin trading friends. And then what happens is our friend in America will get all of the pins at cost. So I know that sometimes when the pins for these events go on sale, they're expensive, aren't they? Of course they are. I mean, it's an expensive event to get into. Also the travelling there, the cost of the weekend. When people are adding prices to pins, the individual pins, I do understand why, because it's expensive. But my mum wanted to come anyway, and she will come and she will enjoy the buffet and she'll wander around and have lots of fun, I'm sure. And we will send those pins off to our pin friend in America and everybody will have a great time. So that's cool. We'll do that in the future maybe.
Yes, so we can see the number of comments is racking up. I have no idea what they are.
Oh yeah, I hope they're not we can't hear you or we can't see you. Let's see if we can get them.
So I turn this around, will that help?
Do you want me to switch my... Oops! Do you want me to switch my phone on? There we go.
Oh, Jamie's back. Jamie's been banned from pins.
Jamie is banned from pins now. He has a million...
So they'll be...
Sarah likes our cups. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah. We've chipped one. Oh my God, it was a disaster. And you can't get these anymore. They do a very similar version, but these have a painted on edge.
Yes.
And the ones they sell at the moment don't.
They don't.
They're like different.
Yeah.
They're different.
They're not...
Hi, Gareth.
Guilt.
They're different, aren't they? So that's the app event. So we're going to have lots of fun there.
Yes.
It starts... What time does it start? 11 maybe? And then it'll be done by... Yeah, it's quite an early finish, isn't it?
Then they come down and try and throw us all out. And everyone tries to stay there as long as possible.
Take about 5 hours to get out of the building. Another question that I've had a few times this week. When are you guys planning another visit to Disneyland?
That's California.
California. Soon, Molly. Really soon. Probably Christmas time. Christmas time. New Year. We don't know. Soon. Christmas time.
You can't go for Christmas.
Why?
Because you went last Christmas.
Is there a rule then? One Christmas, no Christmas?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Also this year you've been bad. You'd be lucky to get cold in a stick.
And hopefully very soon. It would be cool. We loved it. We were so cold though there in when were we there? Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah.
It was freezing, wasn't it?
It was.
We loved it, but we didn't take enough clothes with us. Next time when we come on Christmas, we'll bring our winter wardrobe. So we had loads of fun in California, though. Right. So I've had a few questions about the jazz event. Now, this is a really tough one because y'all know I collect the Aristocats, and at this jazz event next weekend, they are going to be selling Aristocats pins. But if you were me and experienced the carnage of last year's event, where we stood in line for about 5 hours, probably a bit longer. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. And how much money did we spend? Was it 60 each or a bit less?
No, it was less because we didn't get the tickets for the concert.
The concert?
Yes.
So there were 2 packages available last year. There was the package where you have an entry ticket and then an entry ticket or concert ticket, and we didn't want to watch the concert. We just wanted to just go and
get the pins,
buy pins, basically. Yeah. And also with the concert, I mean, we love music, but I'm surrounded by concert all day every day. That's all we do. That's all I do is music all day every day.
It's jazz.
And yeah,
sounds like a final Zoom.
So we didn't want to go to see the concert, and luckily we didn't, because there were timing issues, weren't there? And the people who watched the concert couldn't then buy the pins, and the people who bought the pins couldn't then watch the concert, so people were genuinely really unimpressed. The tickets, I don't know how much they were. I thought 60s in my mind, unless that was for the pin event.
I don't know, because
if anybody can remember how much the tickets were.
They were less than that, because this year they're 85, but there isn't a non...
Are they?
There isn't a non-concert ticket.
85. Okay, so there are a handful of Aristocats pins, and even if we ended up paying €85 for them...
There are 4 Aristocats pins, and one of them is limited edition.
Right, okay.
And the other 3 are open editions.
Open edition.
And the other 2 limited editions are Princess and the Frog.
Really cool. Yeah, it was pretty, and something else. But anyway, we worked it out, and for 3 of us, it was... and it's the standing in line. 85. Right, we were just about to say as well, this really annoyed me, because I really don't agree with it. And Phil was like, it's what happens in theatre all the time. I totally understand that. So, the tickets are 85 for the event. The tickets for Pride were how much?
They were 80 something.
Yeah. And on the day, they reduced the tickets to €20 each. Now, I totally get that in my job, tickets for shows are sometimes, I don't know, someone will pay £85 for a ticket, and then I'll say, oh, if you want to come and see the show tonight, you know, it's going to be £20 because we can get cast seats or whatever. But I just really feel like if someone's paid €85, it's then really rude to sell tickets on the day for €20, because these people don't go on their own. It's their family events, and it's a lot of money, isn't it? So that really annoyed me as well. So and then I said to him, I was like, oh, what if they reduce the price of tickets on the day for the jazz event? And you were like, even if they were €20, the pins, the French traders sell pins for €5 over cost anyway, so don't they?
Yeah.
So it would, and it's not even the 10 or 12 or €15 that people add to the pins. It's the fact that we stood in line for 5 hours, and I just don't want to do that. Not when when there's so many other lovely things to do in Disneyland Paris.
And also, unlike last year, we'll be coming down. The pink pound is strong against the euro.
Yeah.
We're going down in the day, because last year we were there the day before.
Oh yeah, I think
because the day before was the Friday was the pin trading night, and the event was on the Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Now, if we're getting up at 3 to drive down, I'm not sure how much games.
I'm going to be working till really late Friday night, so
yeah,
we're going to be leaving after that, I suppose. So I don't know whether we're going to want to stand in line. So those pins do look amazing. But last year we experienced nothing other than standing in line, buying the pin, and then actually I did meet the Aristocats, which is quite cool.
And that was also
and that was also about a 2 hour line.
That was also very nearly carnage because all the different characters. I don't know whether it was just, I think it was the same for some of the other ones, like Princess and the Frog.
We didn't meet anyone else, just the Aristocats. We didn't have time.
But when it started, you were in one line, and depending on what time it was, you could either see the Aristocats or you were going to see Edgar. Can you imagine queuing for an hour to see
2 hours
to see the three cats and then say, "Hello, I'm Edgar"?
It was carnage. So,
but then they split that queue, and so the Aristocats were there.
Yeah, last year felt like very experimental, didn't it? It was a bit like, a bit all over the place. But anyway, so at the moment we're not going to the jazz event, unless something totally drastic on the day happens. But I think I'm just going to try and buy those Aristocats pins and go for a nice meal or something in the evening. So Jamie says he might go if the tickets come down. I think you're wise to wait, Jamie, to be honest. I can't imagine you having to buy 3 tickets at 85 a pop and then them being dropped to 20. That would be really
I think also if you actually enjoy jazz music, I think they are big names.
Like really big names. So if you enjoy jazz music, going to the jazz event is going to be awesome, isn't it? But
I have no idea.
Just to buy pins for us, it
just reminds me too much of the Fast Show.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it, was it? But I did buy a nice t-shirt, which I might wear on Saturday. It's got the Aristocats and it's got Jazz Night.
It's the one from the pin, isn't it?
Pardon?
The pin is the same image.
My mum just says, only real boy. That means Pinocchio pins.
Pinocchio... Oh, she must be watching about half an hour behind everyone else.
Oh. What's she talking about? Jamie, are we behind these comments because they're funny? Jamie says for £80 a ticket, I'd want to be in the band. Aw. Well, Emma, we can get those for you if you want next week. Oh yeah, so talking about pickups for pins. We next week are really happy to pick up any pins that we can get hold of. So what I'll do is on one day on the weekend, I'll take pictures of everything available and I'll let you know how much they are, and that includes the limited edition ones as well, whatever's left, because these guys these sell out really quick, and we'll pick them up at cost for people and send them off all over the world to you guys, won't we?
Also, we have to go to the studios on Sunday.
Why?
Because I'm not sure we're going back before Rock and Roller Coaster closes.
Oh, we've got to go on Rock and Roller Coaster. Does give me a little bit of a headache.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. My friend picked up. My mum is talking about the limited edition Pinocchio. Oh, she's on it. Mum, you're on it.
That was
Ali, Ali, definitely. Oh my God, Line Bitty drama this week. We forgot to talk about our favourite app, Line Bitty. So, Natasha, please message. So, apparently, on Thursday, all hell broke loose because normally on Thursday it's 6 p.m. that the Line Bitty tickets are released. Well, no, 10 a.m. they were released. So we had a message going, are you going? If you need tickets, you better get on Line Bitty right now. And luckily we weren't going. And I can guarantee, even if they were available and no one else was trying, we wouldn't get them. Because we never ever get Line Bitty tickets, ever! So, favourite app. So, Dot had trouble. Oh gosh, really? She got last chance number 7 or something, so was very lucky. Oh, that's really lucky. Yeah, really lucky. So apparently the Line Bitty tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. and not on sale but on release. Are you doing Goofy Beans pickups? Sarah, what are Goofy Beans?
They're the sweets.
Are they the sweets? Oh my God, do you remember? Was it Sarah? Did we pick those up for you before, Sarah? Who did we pick up a bag of candy for? Was it Sarah? It might be. Yeah, of course we can. We can pick those up for you. And we pick up all sorts of things, don't we? We don't mind at all. If I can get it home, we can pick it up. Yeah, so that was interesting with the Lime Bitty. I'm not surprised. We actually emailed Lime Bitty, didn't we, to ask them a few questions.
Yeah, they never got
Surprisingly, they never responded.
I feel like watchdog.
I feel like
we should go on doorstep.
Watchdog. Really annoying. Why though? Let's boycott the app. I know the French traders have been saying that for a long time, but not everyone will do it, guys. Not everyone will do it. We'll have some flaky people who will sneakily sign into the app on the day 5 to 6. Refresh. So anyway, also some different news. We'll be going to Florida in 7 weeks.
Yes.
We have nothing ready.
No, and we haven't done our RSP either.
We haven't done our RSP yet because we were supposed to do that last. We were planning on doing that last Thursday evening whilst on the boat, whilst eating snacks and relaxing, and then we had to drive to Wales, didn't we? So we haven't done our RSP for Florida yet, but that's okay, isn't it? Because we can
we can do that.
Sort that
we have
out.
Another 2 weeks.
Yeah, with ages. So we need to do that. So have a little look at the American releases, guys. See if there's anything out there that you fancy. And for anyone who's going to America anytime soon, a really good tip for pins is that sometimes the value resorts have lots of the limited edition pins left over, don't they?
They do.
It's a really good tip. So when we go to on holiday, we will always take a trip on the Disney bus to the value resorts, the Disney value resorts. So that's like Pop Century, All Star Music, All Star Sports, because they've always got limited edition pins left behind the counters. I don't know why, but they just do, don't they? Maybe they have more in stock because the stores there are huge. Like
some
hotels
people don't
we
go
stay
there
in,
they're kind of out of the way.
Yeah, the hotels we stay in, the shops are always teeny tiny, aren't they? But there they always have loads. Ali says the Contemporary has lots of limited editions too. That's really cool. Yeah, great tip, Emma. That's always great tip. And I don't think they use it anymore. Ali might be able to help because she's just been there. But the thing was rubbish. The online finder. The shop Disney Parks. It always showed that things were out of stock. And then we'd walk into a shop.
They'd be there.
And they'd be like 50 of them on the rail. Yeah. So we spent 3 weeks, didn't we? Going, oh, that's rubbish again. How do you guys feel about the DSF Evil Poker cards releasing in July? How do we feel about those?
Well, we don't collect villains.
We don't collect villains, but
people who do collect villains
are going to go crazy for them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know Roberto in the Netherlands is already looking for his.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should imagine, Moz, that they're going to be really, really popular over here, aren't they? Anything really that...
Villains are always popular.
Villains are always really popular. Always. Ali says that she found the app really unreliable. Yeah. Oh, and there were some hidden gems in the stalls and the exits. Yeah. Yes. I think Mark always told us this. If Animal Kingdom is always a really good place to buy pins, in the little stalls, people seem to just pass on by. And also the locals tell me that they don't go to Animal Kingdom. They always say that, don't they? They're like, are you going to go to Animal Kingdom? And we're always like, yeah. And they go, why? Because we love it. But you don't see many locals popping in there for the day.
No, it's kind of out of the way as well. It's a bit of an awkward drive.
I like Animal Kingdom. Everybody says it's too, you feel really hot there all the time.
Yeah, there's very little shade.
Oh my gosh, yes. Michael Philip Harvey Henshaw, the releases at the Employee Centre in California have been incredible. That was one of the best days of my life going there. It really was. I'm not even joking, it was. Is it one of the best days of your life?
And it's Michael's birthday today.
Yay! Happy birthday!
And it was James's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, James!
I don't know whether he's still around. He was watching earlier.
Oh, was he? The Employee Centre is amazing, wasn't it?
And Mickey's of Glendale. There were more pins in Mickey's of Glendale.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about the release this morning. So, this morning they released the limited edition Donald pin on the UK Disney store, on the shop Disney. So, a sneaky little tip. Sometimes when you type in, when you're at 8 a.m, when you're like refreshing for the limited edition pins, don't type in pin and limited edition, or don't even type in the name of the character, because it doesn't come up all the time. We find the best way is to go to new, which is on the left hand side, and then new, and then newest items. And even when you put in the exact name that they've listed the item under, so for example, I don't know, Bell limited edition 400, you put that in and it still doesn't come up. It will only come up for us when you type in newest stock, which was crazy this morning, wasn't it? I know that people were really disappointed because they couldn't get those pins, so sorry guys. We didn't try because we don't collect Donald, so, but we know that lots of people wanted them, so that's rubbish.
And there was a surprise app release in Paris today. Jimmy didn't look like he's managed to get it yet.
Oh no. Well, next week, Jimmy. You'll get it next week.
Yeah, that'll happen next week.
I am loving the surprise releases. I'm just going to put that out there. How do people feel about the surprise releases in Paris? How do you feel about them?
Well, if you're not there, it's not like you can kind of go on the corner to it.
But I like that. I like the fact that lots of people today that were genuinely in the park and, for the day were able to get those pins. I quite like that. Because without having to use an app, without having to queue behind 900 people.
It's good when you're there. Because
it is good when you're there. But I know that a few people got them, didn't they, that were just really lucky. I don't think they're going to do a surprise release next week, just because all of the pin staff will be working all day the day before.
Yeah.
Sneaky spidey senses tell me. I'll be very surprised if they do a release next week, a surprise release. Yeah. Just because...
oh yes, there was the Simba was last week, and then the week before there was the Mother's Day, Father's Day, Dalmatians one.
Oh yeah.
And now this week there's been an up one.
Ben ran to get the Dalmatians pin. We all know what happened the last time young Benjamin tried to get a limited edition pin. Wrist injury.
Yes.
Poor Benjamin. But I love the fact that he ran to get the Dalmatians pin. If it was a Mary Poppins pin or an Aristocats, I think I'd have flown to get it.
You'd have had to run.
Elbows would have been out.
Yeah.
So why advertise it to UK pages?
So there was a Donald pin set as well, and now there seems to be some... It wasn't released this morning.
No, it wasn't.
In the UK. There is now confusion as to whether it was ever intended to be released in the UK, and they're going to have another crack at it.
I don't know. I think I'd be on at 8 a.m. the next couple of mornings, guys.
Georgie's saying that there might be something on Instagram in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
With a new release date.
Yeah. And I would check every day anyway. Like, some people are really good. Some people are really good at being on at 8 a.m. every morning, but I forget most mornings. I forget 99% mornings. I forget until other people say, oh, look! But it's always worth clicking on, isn't it, to check. Right, do we have any more news or questions? Or information?
I don't think that we do. We will.
We'll
take some
Dutch pin trading event.
Oh yes.
We're going to talk about that now or in the future. We'll talk about it for 2 minutes. So the Dutch pin trading event is taking place on the 5th of October, and we went to the one. Was it February?
No, it was a lot. Yes.
It was recently that we went.
March, maybe.
And it was amazing. It was really, really amazing. Like, it was an amazing, amazing event. Probably one of the best events I've ever been to. Organisation-wise, like, hundreds of traders selling, buying. Like, it was an amazing pin event. And the next one is going to be on October 5th, and we've already made our reservations.
Yes.
We've got 2 tables, haven't we? So that is exciting, and it's going to be in, is it Antwerp? Is that where it is?
No, it's in Breda, which
Breda.
is by Rotterdam.
Yes. But we had a really good weekend, didn't we, when we went?
We did. So what we might do is have a look and talk about that a bit more in one of the next couple of episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about whether we can bring more people across and have a kind of flotilla.
That would be amazing. We did talk in March about getting a group together to go across, because it was worth it, wasn't it? Jamie's asking... Jamie's asking, will
there should
be? Yes.
But sometimes that event is at Christmas. You would expect to see 3 ticketed events a year. 4. 3.
Okay, so fingers crossed. It's going to be in November, okay? It's going to be in November, and it's going to be Aristocats themed. Do you think? Yes. Come on. No, it's never going to be Aristocats themed, because they've released these Aristocats pins for the jazz event.
There's an event now. There's usually an event. There's 2 ticketed events, aren't there? And there's 2 in the park events. So we've had the first park event this year.
Yeah.
So it was the Princess Day one. Then there's this ticketed event. Then there's the September event. And last year that was the Day of the Dead pins. The Marie, the Stitch, Pascal, Mickey, Minnie and Pluto. Then there should be another ticketed event towards the end of the year. That's usually in December. But it was earlier.
Oh, it was early this year.
It was
because
earlier last year than
the
it had
conference
previously
room.
been. Yeah.
Susan's asking, will we be going to the London event? Yes, we will. We will. We will be there with bells on. We're so excited about that already, aren't we? We've got some. We've put pins away, haven't we, for that we're going to bring with us.
We'll bring everything.
We'll bring everything to that.
We have 2 tables, I think.
We do, I think. Yeah. So we'll be there with all our stuff to trade and buy and...
Will we be at the pin trading event in July?
In London, that's what I was just talking about.
No. The Paris
the Disneyland Paris
No,
one.
because that day...
We fly to Florida?
In the South PDK. That'll be us.
That'll be us. We will be flying to Florida.
We're going on the 26th, so we won't be here.
That's a shame.
I'm sure someone will be. Because it's the end of term, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. Someone will be there in July. Yay! So, I think that's it, isn't it, for today?
I think so. We've put it on for just over an hour. Is it worth going to the London event, even if you haven't got any traders?
Ali.
Yes.
Ali, I saw your post earlier on. Yes. 100%. It's worth it. That's where we met loads of really cool people, didn't we? Definitely worth it. I mean, we spent the day like eating cupcakes and cookies and chatting and doing all those really fun things. Oh my god, you know what we need to do? Girls who went on the trip.
Emma.
Who went? Was it Emma? Is Emma
it was
there?
Emma, Jessica.
Oh my god, we'll have to talk to you about your day trip. We were so pleased that they released amazing pins for you guys, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we were like, that was when all our drama was going on with our lovely doggy, so we were all over the place. So we weren't really following the pages. We kind of had to switch off for a few days, didn't we? But we can't. I'll message you because we want to hear all about it and whether you think it was worth it and all those fun things and if it can be done. But yeah. Mission Pin Possible. We can't wait to hear about that. And maybe we'll have a good chat about that on our next programme. So next weekend we'll go live on Saturday and Sunday from the parks, won't we? I'll go live from the pin trading event. That's
a very bold statement for a room with no signal.
I'll try.
So we'll have to see. Because if it's in Newport Bay, you're in the basement, basically.
Oh, yeah. We'll try. We'll try our best.
Yeah.
We'll try our best, don't we? And we will hopefully get some really cool pins to trade with you guys and sell and buy and do all those fun things. Yeah.
See, Marie's just woken up.
Oh, that's marquee then, I think. So. Right then. Well, happy Sunday, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. So
see you next week. Yay! Bye, guys.
Bye.